Our film for today is near and dear to so many of us. It is Toy Story.
Today we're making the iconic pizza from Pizza Planet restaurant featured in film Toy Story.
Can anyone see anything? There's a plate.
A good pizza is about balancing flavors and textures, but the Pizza Planet pizza has that little extra touch of nostalgia and adventure. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Film and Flavor. I'm Zain Hasan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Zayani.
Our film for today is near and dear to so many of us. It is Toy Story, the groundbreaking animated film released in 1995 by Pixar Animation Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Pictures. It is notable as the first ever entirely computer animated feature film.
It's one of my favorite films, and I love all the characters. We will talk more about them. Too young to remember this, but I want to say vividly, but I do remember when this came to theaters and how much of a big deal it was. Because up to that point, animation was limited to the 2D art form, which I love and it's near and dear to my heart. But seeing Toy Story back then was a game changer. And I think even the studios felt the momentum behind Toy Story, because slowly but surely everyone started to shift more towards computer-generated feature films, and it seems that 2D animation was relegated to the backseat.
The way they were able to ground the story, sort of. So it was just a story about a little boy who has a really great imagination, who loves his toys, but it was also about life and experience, especially as with the sequels, Toy Story 2 and 3, you can kind of see Andy evolving. Obviously in Toy Story 3 he was going away to college. So it was really cool seeing how parts of his childhood were also dying along with that. So it's not just him going to college, he's also leaving behind pieces of himself within these toys. And I thought that was, it just made it an even more beautiful story.
Take that, Zerg! Squid, make a space! This is where the spaceship lands! And it does the vacuum, does a karate chop action!
Yeah, I think it's a film that speaks to on multiple levels. Like when you're a kid, you appreciate, it's a movie about toys that come to life. But the older you get, you start to view it in a different way. Like it would talk about sibling rivalry. It would talk about where you stand in terms of how good you are, as opposed to if there's someone who's equally as matched as you are. So it does hit on so many different notes. And I think that's part of the reason why it resonates till this very day with a lot of audiences.
I think they both equally have their positives and negatives, but I personally prefer 2D. It has more of a comforting feel to it.
I would say 2D as well. Like 3D is wonderful. It is beautiful. It has so much depth, but there is something to say about the artistry of 2D animation. In fact, like I watch films like Tangled or Frozen, and I think how much more beautiful they would be if they were hand-drawn.
Can anyone see anything? There's a playground.
Wow, yeah?
Okay, calm down, guys. Let's just keep this in perspective.
Perspective. This place is
True. And I think, like you said, with the toys, it looks beautiful. My issue with Toy Story is that when you look at the human characters, at Andy or Sid, it does date the movie just a bit, doesn't it?
I had a lot of doubts about the first movie and the way that the little baby sister looked like. She did not look like a human being, that's all I can say. But with the sequels, especially if you compare like Toy Story 4 to the first Toy Story 4 had incredible animation. I mean, there was a scene where I think they went into the old antique shop. Woody was in the old antique shop to search for the ginger. I think her name was Ginger, like a little doll. She had like she ended up being the villain in the story. Anyway, there was a scene where the cat was laying down and was purring, and the sun was hitting it, and you could see every detail in that cat's fur. And I thought that was just so impressive. They've truly come a long way.
Like, especially when compared to the dog in the first movie.
Yeah. Oh.
Night and day. Night and day. And the evolution of their films, like if you look at their filmography, it is shocking. Like how far they've come in just, what, 25 years?
Whoa, step back. Crying out loud. There you go, thank you. Hello? Check, that better? Great. Everybody hear me? Up on the shelf, can you hear me? Great. Okay, first item today. Oh yeah. Has everyone picked them?
Produced by the visionary John Lasseter, this was the first feature-length film created entirely using computer animation, and it changed animation forever. The story follows a group of toys that come to life when humans aren't around. The protagonist, Woody, a pull-string cowboy doll, is the leader of Andy's toys. His position is threatened by the arrival of Buzz Lightyear, a high-tech Space Ranger action figure. Initially rivals, Woody and Buzz eventually form a friendship as they work together to reunite with Andy before he moves to a new home.
Exactly. And it wasn't just about the animation, it was also about the heart. Toy Story told a story about friendship, change, and letting go, all through the eyes of toys. We've all felt like these toys at some point, right?
Definitely, and it wasn't just about the toys themselves. The voice cast was legendary. We had the Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear, and a whole cast of amazing actors bringing the toys to life. The performances were so perfect, it felt like these toys had a life of their own. Each actor brought unique personality traits to their characters, helping to create a more memorable and relatable figures.
Well, it's not just any typical pizza. The idea is to make it playful and delicious, just like the film itself.
Yes, so let's let the real fun begin. Chef Ali Yosif is going to recreate the famous Pizza Planet pizza.
Hi everyone, I'm Chef Ali Yosif once again, and today we're making the iconic pizza from Pizza Planet restaurant featured in film Toy Story. To begin with, let me introduce you to our ingredients. We have pizza dough, it's ready-made, and keep it covered so it won't get dry. Goat cheese, and then I have asparagus pre-cooked and sliced black olive. And then I have onion powder, mozzarella cheese, pizza sauce, wheat flour, white beans, green peas, and cauliflower, pesto, and egg white. To begin with, going to put the cauliflower in a processor, blend it, and chop it fine. We're going to put it into the bowl. We're making actually the alien faces. And before we continue, let's preheat the oven first. We're going to add chickpeas, followed by white beans. I'm going to add pesto, followed by onion powder, bit of 2 large egg white. Then you need half cup of full wheat flour. The mixture is almost ready. Going to shape them. This is one. This is how it looks. Almost there. Okay, gonna put it in the oven. We're going to work on the pizza. You will need pizza sauce first, from outside to inside. We're going to add mozzarella cheese. Be generous with your cheese, yeah? It's nice to have a cheesy pizza. Right. Also, that goes to the oven. And then, because I'm waiting for the aliens to get ready, and then afterwards, I'm gonna place that instead the aliens. The aliens is half cooked. I'm gonna take them out because I need to put the asparagus on there. And And instead, I'm going to put the pizza in. Make the aliens with the antennas on. That will wait, goes there. While we're waiting, let's have the eyes ready. The eyes will need to make them roll with the goat cheese. We're going to use the black olive as the eye dots or eye spot. And our pizza is ready. We're going to have to cut the pizza into 6 slices. We're going to start on the faces. 2 eyes and a mouth. And now you have this amazing dish ready. You can make it at home and make your kids happy. Let them enjoy it.
Welcome back. Wow, this looks amazing. The Toy Story universe celebrates imagination, and this pizza reflects that same fun and whimsy. A good pizza is about balancing flavors and textures, but the Pizza Planet pizza has that little extra touch of nostalgia and adventure.
All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Pizza Planet pizza, straight from the chef's kitchen. Guys, let's take a bite. These, I'm just glad you're eating with your hands.
Oh, for the first time, yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was worried it's going to be similar to the one we had for Home Alone, but I think it's quite different. Let me try this with the. Chef, I said this was pesto and.
Pesto mixed with white onions, I think. It looks really good.
You know, this mix actually adds a lot to it.
It's like the main part of the pizza. That's so much flavor.
Mm-hmm. It takes it to a whole new level, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it looks pretty cute too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Safer in the cockpit than a cargo bay. What?
Let me ask you guys a question. Now, there's a lot of talk now about a 5th Toy Story movie coming out online. And a lot of people are saying that even the 4th part felt unnecessary, especially the way the 3rd movie ended. What's your take on this?
I feel like they should have just stopped at the 3rd one. I felt like the ending for the 3rd one was just perfect. You know, it's Andy going away for college. It was emotional. It was beautiful. It was a story about being okay with moving on with the cycle of life. But I just felt like the 4th one was a bit unnecessary, and now the 5th one is a little too unnecessary. I just feel like they should have just ended at the 3rd one.
The world need a Toy Story 4? Absolutely not. The way they ended part 3 was fantastic. But what we ended up getting is a film that can stand on its own 2 feet. It continues the story of Woody, Buzz, and all these characters in a very natural way. And more so than anything, it was a story of Woody and him finding his space in this life, or where he belongs. And what he finds fulfilling, you know? Because the human characters do grow up, but at the same time, the toy characters need to mature as well, and they need to realize their place on this planet. And that was a very wonderful exploration. And what you said about Forky, like how he came to be, I would hope that they do get a bit more into it in the fifth film, but it does raise a very important question of like what a child's imagination is able to do.
Toy Story sequels. What are your guys' favorite Toy Story? What's your favorite Toy Story movie?
I'll stick with the third one. As much as I love the fourth, and I think it is as good as anything else, definitely the third one for me, because it packed the biggest emotional oomph. It's where you see the characters mature more, where they go through everything. And that ending, let's not spoil it for those who didn't get a chance to watch it yet, and I wonder who that is. But at some point you think, okay, they're not gonna go with this. And they didn't go where you think they would go, but they came so close to it that we were teetering on that edge. That is just such brilliant cinema.
My personal favorite would probably have to be the third one as well. Aside from all the reasons that you've listed, I do love that movie for those reasons, of course. There's like a very specific reason why I think I connected mostly with this film growing up, is because Andy's a boy and he has a lot of boy toys. You know, Woody and Buzz were never really like toys that I wanted to have as a kid. I was mostly into Barbies, so it was cool seeing extra shots of Barbie in that film, Barbie and Ken, and you know, going into that scene where they go into the dollhouse and they try out different. It was really fun as a little girl watching that. You know, having a little bit of like girl representation. I appreciated it at the time, and I still do.
Welcome to Pizza Planet.
This is absolutely amazing. I feel like I'm in Pizza Planet myself, ready for an intergalactic adventure. The balance of flavors is just right. The cheese, the pesto mix, it all is working together well.
Yes, Toy Story has inspired a lot more than just childhood memories. For me, I loved the film's songs. My favorite is You've Got a Friend in Me, which is the film's theme song that captures the essence of friendship and loyalty. I also love Strange Things, which was about Woody's feelings of displacement when Buzz arrives. In addition to the amazing I Will Go Sailing No More song that reflects Buzz's emotional realization that he's just a toy. The music enhances the storytelling and emotional depth of the film.
Buzz Lightyear, planet Earth needs your help.
On the way!
Buzz Lightyear, the world's greatest superhero, now the world's greatest toy. Buzz has it all. Locking wrist communicator.
Calling Buzz Lightyear!
Karate chop action.
Wow!
Pulsating laser light.
Total annihilation!
Multi-phase voice simulator.
Is a secret mission in uncharted space. Is a secret mission in uncharted
And
space.
best of all, high-pressure space wings.
To infinity and beyond. Not a flying toy.
Get your Buzz Lightyear action figure and save a galaxy near you. Buzz Lightyear.
Available at all Al's Toy Found outlets in the Tri-County area.
That is true, Zain. I love them too. My favorite scene in the movie, and I'm gonna go with a more whimsical scene from part 2. The reveal that evil Emperor Zurg is actually Buzz's father. Just because of the way it plays onto the famous reveal from
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Oh, you know your lore, huh?
I do, yeah, I love Star Wars.
We meet again, Buzz Lightyear, for the last time.
Not today, Zurg.
So my favorite scene would probably have to be the scene from Toy Story 3. It's an iconic one where Andy is about to leave and he's giving away his toys to little Bonnie. I just thought that was so sweet how he's able to appreciate the toys for what they were to him at the time, but is also willing to let them go or allowing himself to let go of this, of his childhood, because it's okay. Life is all about moving on. Life is constantly changing and it's okay for things to change. Things are never constant,
This is Jessie, the roughest, toughest cowgirl in the whole West. She loves critters, but none more than her best pal, Bullseye. Yeehaw! Here.
Of course, a huge thanks to Chef Ali Yosif for making this very tasty pizza. Pizza Planet pizzas symbolize fun, adventure, childhood, and nostalgia. In real life, it represents Pixar's ability to create memorable and immersive fictional worlds.
Fans have even recreated Pizza Planet themed pizzas at home, and Disney theme parks have opened Pizza Planet inspired restaurants. We should try that, right, Zain?
Absolutely.
Now, thank you once again. Thank you, Chef Ali. And make sure to tune out next time for another film and another dish. Goodbye.